Yes, this is the second ODI from this lovely cricket ground at Province, Guyana. West Indies taking on Pakistan and hoping for the best, hoping for a better result today.
We're back on the pitch that game one was played on, and it doesn't look a whole lot different. If anything, the cracks aren't as pronounced. That means that there's a little bit more moisture in this pitch. I don't think it's going to make a hell of a lot of difference. Maybe a little seam movement early on, but it's going to be the same kind of pace and the wicket will behave in the same way. Now, the West Indies could not counter the way Pakistan bowled. They bowled in the good areas, they kept the pressure on. It's all about today finding a way to counter that, to put a score on the board. They haven't been able to do that so far. For Pakistan, they're on a roll, and it's going to be very difficult to stop them once they get going.
And I can't smile because we've got bright sunshine here. Yesterday there was a lot of rain here in Georgetown almost all throughout the day, but we've got sunshine. Fingers crossed it stays that way. I've got the men that matter here. Misbah Ul-Haq, Pakistan's captain, Dwayne Bravo, the West Indies captain, and David Boone, the match referee here. Dwayne has got the coin. Heads, I think, is the call from Misbah. It is a head, so Pakistan have won the toss today. Misbah, what are you going to do?
We're going to bowl first.
Why is that?
I think yesterday we could remain under covers most of the time. There are a little bit of shower on the pitch after the game. It's the same pitch, so I feel there is a little bit of moisture we can just utilize early on.
Any changes in your lineup?
No, same batting, same team.
How impressed were you with the performance, and what do you want to do better today as a unit?
Yeah, I think still a little bit of concern with our top order batting. We want to do better at the top. Otherwise, I think it was really a good performance down the order. What we were missing in lower middle order, Afridi got some good runs, so that's really a plus for us. And I think fielding and bowling was really good.
All right, all the best today, Misbah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dwayne, batting first on this, how do you see this pitch playing?
I think we wanted to bat first, to be honest. I think we wanted to try something different, try something new, give the batters the best opportunity to bat under pressure, without any pressure, chasing any total. Our batters have been struggling a bit, so I think I'm batting first, with a clear frame of mind. I think that might actually help a bit. We expect the wicket to be on the slower side, obviously, but I think the ball will come on a bit more in the morning.
Is there any specifics in terms of the batting, anything that you guys would want to approach it differently?
We just want the batters to, obviously out of form, not much runs behind us, and I think that in itself make us not too sure what we really want to do, how we want to play, but it's important to remain positive. And like I said, we are not chasing this time, we're actually going to set a total, so I think the approach is going to be different. Batting first might actually help, and you never know, some guys could actually get a good score behind the name, and that might be the momentum we need as a batting team. A couple of guys get bat deep, big 50 or 100, and then therefore things can turn around, and that's what we're looking for.
Any changes in your lineup?
No, same team. We're going to play the same 11. I think the guys did the bowling aspect of it was very good the first half, but once again we have to have ourselves down with the bat. So like I said, this turnaround here now might be a start of something positive.
All right, Dwayne, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you to both captains there. And just to remind you what has happened out here in the toss, Pakistan have won the toss. They'll be bowling first today.
Thank you, Ian Bishop. So both sides unchanged. First have a look at the West Indies side. Does that impress you? Would you have wanted the same 11 for today's game?
Well, I think in terms of what's available, this is the best 11 the West Indies can come up with right now. What they'll be looking for is some production from the batting, because as a bowling unit, they were quite impressive.
Yeah, that's right. So the likes of Gale and Bravo and Samuels need to fire today. And then Pakistan obviously would be hoping that the top order is in order, because it was all over the shop. They lost momentum, and had it not been for Misbah and Afridi partnership, it would have been a lot worse for them. But they somehow got it together in the end.
They as well are bowling extremely well, but they'd be looking for their first four batsmen to get into the runs. They're short of runs right now, so again, just a little bit of pressure will be on them. But Misbah and Afridi in fine.
Yes, indeed, a big day for Darren Samir, and what a good ambassador he's been for the sport. Lovely smiling face and a good interview with Fazil Mohammed. Gale is out there, and well, he's got to crack it big. He's got Charles as his partner, and starting the show first up is Ian Bishop and Tony Kozia.
Risky Hill run out. As I say, good day to you wherever you are. A sunny day here, unlike yesterday, torrential rain in Providence in Guyana, but sun shining. The outfield, as we've been saying, very good drainage system, and we're starting on time with Chris Gayle run out in the first match of the series when the West Indies were dismissed for 98, their lowest total in a one-day international in the West Indies. A lot depends on him. So Darren Sammy with a landmark, 100 one-day internationals in the first match. Two landmarks, Chris Gayle 250th and Marlon Samuels his 150th. Mohamed Irfan, who caused so much problems for the West Indies top order in the first match on Sunday. Now we'll wait for Gayle to take strike. Gayle and Johnson Charles, who got one ball in Sunday's match. Interesting to see how the pitch plays. It's the same pitch being used as that on Sunday. And here's the first ball of the second match. Good start by Mohamed Irfan, right on target. Peter Nero is taken over as the West Indian umpire in the match. Joe Wilson was on duty on Sunday. Nigel Long of England is the other umpire. He's got him caught at the wicket. So Irfan strikes very early on. Gayle outside the off stump, ball didn't come back into him. Just went away late enough to find the edge. An early wicket for Mohamed Irfan, and the big one as usual, Chris Gayle.
It is that late away movement again that has Chris Gayle going after it full of length, so it drew him into the shot. And these new balls, you've got to have better technique and better judgment. 1 to Gayle, 2 for 1.
Just past the fielder, pitching just in front of him. Typical left-handed shot, typical Darren Bravo shot, and gets him a boundary. The first one of the innings.
It is a loose ball, and he's positive enough with his mind, good enough with his footwork to dispatch it.
Again, short, and this time Johnson Charles wastes no time in putting that away. We had a sellout crowd here on Sunday, absolutely packed. Estimates were something in the region of 17,000 watching. Here's our fan now, the Johnson Charles, and he hits a full toss through mid-wicket. Was waiting for it. Kind of delivery, not quite as lethal as the one which got him first ball on Sunday. And he's very quick to put the bad ball away.
That's a lovely shot. He's looked in good order out there. Bravo, the ball will go across and touch the rope. On a heavy outfield, this was beautifully timed. It had to be timed.
Well, the West Indies fans had very little to cheer about on Sunday, and now they're seeing a bit more adventure, a bit more positive stroke play. Darren Bravo, excellent time off the ball. And they're getting it over this outfield, which again has drained superbly. A tremendous amount of rain yesterday. We might get a bit of a repetition in a few minutes' time. There he goes again, capitalizing on the width outside the off stump. Looking really to cash in while he can in the early overs.
I think it's a mistake to introduce Asad Ali with the new ball. He's only medium pace, and his value is as a reverse swing bowler. Because of his action, because of the pace, because of the line and length that he bowls. A little too wide outside the off stump, and the left-hander cashing in once again.
Using his feet well, and gone all the way, continuing to go positively.
I promise you that sounded like a half hit. He didn't catch it in the middle of his bat, but still sailed over Afridi's head for a good six. Nice use of the feet. Just continued with his bat swing, even though he wasn't to the pitch of the ball. Didn't need to be to the pitch. He's a magnificent striker of the ball, and announcing his presence.
And that went right through everything. The batsman, the keeper, and going away for 4 byes.
It wasn't supposed to spin from Hafiz. It did. 49 for 1. That's gone fine for 4. Just one slip in place. The Yorker placed very nicely by Bravo. He enjoyed it. Difficult ball, and he got the slice with an angle bat, played it away through the slip cordon. Very good shot. That's gone fine for runs, 4 of them. So Irfan being just a little bit expensive. This was off the pad though, but West Indies have collected 9 runs so far from this over.
Again, the right left hand combination, just making the adjustment. Bit of a challenge now for Mohammad Irfan.
Well, that's gone off the edge for runs. Ahmed Shahidar is not going to catch this one. Afridi quick through the air and a fierce edge, doing fairly well for Charles. He's on 30 now. Bat and just a little bit of spin, slicing it past Ahmed Shahidar at point into the 3rd man boundary.
Butcher Joe Solomon, you can name him. Alvin Kalitran, and of course the contemporary outstanding player Shivnarayan Chandapal. Colin Croft, their leading fast bowler from this part of the world. Just shaved the stumps off the inside edge. Goes for 4. Rub salt in the wounds. Just missed that leg stump. Could well have dragged it back into the stumps. Luck there for Bravo.
It's good bowling from Asad Ali. Nice and straight. Just slight shape back into the left-hander. Squeezes through between bat and pad.
Because they don't seem to have that kind of temperament. So if West Indies can stretch this partnership along to something like 50 and go into the deep part of the innings, West Indies can manage a good total. 100 comes up for West Indies after 27 overs. 100 for 2.
Is that hard, Ramiz? I mean, we talk about subcontinental batsmen are able to do that. When do you learn to do that, and how difficult an art is it?
It's a difficult art, but on those spinning tracks, you've got to do it. Use your wrist and, against the spin, get to the pitch of the ball. You can play the spin. Oh, that's gone through the keeper and very close to the stumps as well. He'll earn a boundary and he'll raise his bat to the gallery also, because Bravo has just played another very fine innings for West Indies. He's got a 50. 50 from 72. That should make him very happy. 107 for 2. Gone from third man to long off, and well, he's been asked to come back into the ring. He'll get runs, 4 wides in fact. Saeed Ajmal missing his mark, missing his target. 5 wides. Innings extras, not 21.
Very clear, breezy. Start to feel the humidity building. Again, bit of a leading edge, but this time we'll go away for 4. Looking to go straighter, possibly to the onside. And for the second time, miscued, but this time earning the boundary.
As I've seen, sometimes you have to look to get some ugly runs. This one just went straight on, and Samuel's trying to direct it.
Leaving the field. And Darren Bravo is still there despite that blow on the forearm.
Oh, yes!
Deceived completely. Excellent delivery. Drawn forward. And the Dusra accounting for Darren Bravo.
This delivery was perfectly pitched. It was full, brought him forward. Didn't turn. That's the one that playing for spin. Bravo expecting to spin away from the bat. Was the Dusra. Just turned and went between bat and pad. Goes now for a well-played 54. The West Indies 123 for 3.
So far, Marlon Samuels.
He's asking the question, if you want to score, you have to try something different, because that shot's not going to get you anything.
Ah, yes!
And he did try something different, which is what the bowler wanted him to do, and he's bowled.
And I think his reaction said, well, Saeed, you got me this time. Backing away, looking to make room. And the delivery that just went straight on and hit the off stump. Yeah, might be disappointed, but recognizing the quality of Saeed Ajmal. Painstaking 21 from Marlon Samuels. The West Indies 137.